This may be the most important video you watch off of this channel. In fact, this might be the most important thing you do SuperCard-wise this year, because I'm about to drop some knowledge on you of what you need to do and how you can save over as much as possible and what you can and can't save. And with less than a month to go before season 12 drops, there's some things you might not have done which you might want to get on now. Seriously, there's some bits and pieces I've covered before that when I looked at the numbers this time are eye-opening. Seriously, anyone who's a new player or returning player, you're probably in the best place. We're covering what types of packs can be saved, when you can start saving all of them, and yes, there's different dates for each one, what mode you should be focusing on right now, all of the current outstanding codes that still work, and one mode that could change your entire season 12 by just focusing on right now. But I want to know in the comments down below, have you started saving for the new season? And if you have, how many packs do you have? If you haven't, and this is your first one, you might have saved last night's daily streak, then say one. Now is as good as any time to start. Or maybe you're a more hardcore player and you've already saved all these packs already, in which case, bravo. Let us know down below and I'll be hearting some of them at random, so leave them for love. Speaking of someone who needs love, ladies and gentlemen, it has come to my attention that we have had a visitor this morning, and despite it being daylight, he's still here, and his name is Zombo. Yes, the undead great-great-great-great-grandfather of the like button's Mexican cousin, and he is decaying. Listen, he's only here for one reason, and that's because you haven't hit the like button yet. I mean, this is a big problem because he likes brains, especially brains of people who haven't liked the like button. So we need to fix this, okay? So let's go together. On 3, we need to all hit the thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, if you've did it, so you're okay, your brains are fine, but let's go. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, okay. A shotgun might have been a little bit too much. I would have been happy with just getting him back in the ground. I guess that's the last time we're going to see him until he awakes again. But it's okay because you like the video. He's not going to visit you tonight. We're going to start off with the basics. Currencies, super coins being the first. The next set of PLE cards will be dropping on the 4th of December, so save for them. Also, forging. So if you've got a couple of extra 1,000, 10,000, if you're a really hardcore player, you'll have something to spend them on. Trust me on that one. Credits are another one, and this is purely because of FOMO. Fear of missing out as an enticing entity. But everything you earn right now will be worth less by some margin once the new season comes in. So think twice before spending your hard-earned credits or money. Let's go to another SuperCard dimension, and that is the web store. But backstage tokens. These are the same as credits and could be very useful. We don't know right now, of course, but everything currently in the backstage store will be disappearing and replaced from the 12th of November onwards. The dates are literally there right now. Like a big red flashing siren saying, don't spend. Finally, for the currencies, blue and red forging crystals. These can be found in your card catalog, and you want to save as many of these as possible, as this is going to allow you to get free cards in the new rarities when they drop. I mean, need I say any more? When it comes to items you should be saving, you just want to be keeping some of the top level cards, mainly for leveling, so when the new rarities drop, you don't have to worry about training your cards up. Like every season, it's a huge culture shock when you realize just how little value your basic cards have when 4 or 5 rarities have just dropped on you like that. Next up, specialized equipment. Believe it or not, these can help in the early stages of campaign. Things like the Tiffany Stratton Chalice, the Dommy Nuggies, and obviously the Halloween Havoc t-shirt, just to name a few. And the last, rarity picks. This isn't as such a currency, as it's more something you should be saving in as many ways as possible. Which brings us to our next point. Rewards. One of the most regularly asked questions are, how do I save my rewards? Let's break it down to the basics, as there's 2 different types of rewards, what I call dynamic and static rewards. Dynamic rewards are based off of your player level and your current rarity and will track your progress, updating your rewards upon opening the packs. Static rewards, on the other hand, do not update date, and the content of those rewards will not change, regardless of your progress in game. That doesn't mean they aren't useful, but you won't be saving them to get a cheeky new Rarity card or anything particularly special. Now that that's out the way and we know the difference between the different kinds of packs you can save, we move on to some important dates for everyone to hold on to. So maybe note them down or take a screenshot when you see them on screen. These are cutoffs for your rewards, what can be saved and when it will expire in your inbox. So what is worth saving? Well, as of the 6th of this month, you could save King of the Ring rewards. These are usually dynamic rewards and take 7 days after completion to drop into your inbox. They then last 30 days, despite saying they take 38 days. It's the biggest lie in this game. You see a reward and it says, hey, it's 38 days or 37 days. And no, it's actually 8 days less than that. It's just that during those final 7 or 8 days, at some point the reward will trigger and it will open randomly in your inbox. As of the 13th, you could save the following. These will again last 30 days, despite it saying 38. And I've split these into dynamic and static. For dynamic rewards, it's Team Stomping Grounds, Survivor, and Objective Counters. You know, the ones that are inside your daily quests. This little thing down here. All 3 of those will update with the new rarities that you find yourself in Season 12, or that's how it's always been, and will likely give you a leg up even if you don't use them until you've passed several rarities in the early game. Let's say there's 5 rarities and you want to wait until you've climbed 4 of them, you can keep these until later on. Moving on to the static packs though, the first is web store packs, things like buying credits in advance, buying packs that might have rarity picks, and there'll be a few of those popping up. There's already been a couple, or locker codes that may have super coins credits or rarity draft picks. The same goes for daily streaks and backstage rewards for the web store as well. Next up, PvP rewards, and I've collected a lot of these. These are not going to be amazingly useful, but do come with rarity draft picks in all 3 sets of packs, and you definitely want to be paying special attention to the final week of the season, as you can front load some momentum slots to give you the biggest advantage you possibly can. We don't have one on the horizon, but if Giants Unleashed is at the very beginning of next month, you want to save for those rewards, as they have rarity draft picks in them as well. And ranked event rewards, if you've got things like rarity picks, some of you may have saved the PTC reward that has 1,000 credits and the rarity draft pick, that will be able to be held for use in the new season. Moving on to the 30th of October. These are the packs that will show as lasting 21 days, but actually only last 13 days. First up, not only things you get in your daily quest, but anything in quests like rarity draft picks, for example, the battle pass quest. All of those can be held, but for 13 days only. It might also be useful if they bring back the Stardust Dust, for example, to hold that back, even though that's unlikely as we go towards the beginning of November. And lastly, leftover battle pass rewards. And when I talk about battle pass rewards, I'm talking about the rarity draft picks that I personally am saving, or super coins if you got maybe too many at the moment. Those can all be held because as soon as the battle pass ends, they'll go straight into your inbox. And lastly, as of the 6th of November, which are rewards that last 6 to 7 days, but again show us 14 days, are Team Battleground rewards and offer wall rewards. Although I'll be honest with you, Team Battleground rewards aren't that great. I'm putting all of my time into Team Stomping Grounds right now. But what about the rewards that you can't save? Well, we start off with player profile packs. These are the ones you get for leveling up. These will not save, so it's not worth keeping. Just open them up, get the bonuses, as they're not going to benefit you any other way. Next up, boom! Boom rewards do not carry over, regardless if you go to your rewards and you see all these milestones. This one is a popular one, the milestone 12. Yeah, ignore it. This has to be claimed. It will not go into your inbox. And lastly, campaign solo packs and team packs. I know a lot of people ask me about saving over these rewards, the personal ones and the team ones. These will not save, so you need to claim these as soon as possible. So with this in mind, it's very clear the modes that you should be focusing on to get the best start in Season 12 are PvP, King of the Ring, Team Stomping Grounds, and campaign. Now we're going to rewind a bit and go to campaign. This is one not a lot of people will know, or perhaps don't understand what they're missing out on. Many regular players see campaign as the mode to gain the most powerful card in each rarity. A limited edition card like We've had Liv Morgan, The Rock, we've had Braun Breaker, etc. Every rarity, we usually get one map and 84 levels, and at the start of a new season, you'll be front-loaded with about 3 or 4 maps to work your way through. But that's where the real treasure is, because farming this mode is essential for 2 items: crystals and super coins. Let's break it down because this is going to open some eyes. Big time. To dispel a myth, you don't need to finish campaign before season 12, but a little push could save you a lot of time, grinding, and cash if you spend on the game. For every perfect game or 3 stars on each level of campaign, you get 10 blue crystals. And at the end of each floor of the map, you reach a mini boss or the main boss and obtain a perfect game there, and you get another 10 red crystals. Both are essential for forging, and you can forge cards up to your current rarity or save them for future rarities. So if you haven't bothered or tried with campaign, then you are going to miss out, because campaign has up to 7,200 blue crystals and 1,200 red crystals in total at this point anyway. Forging your current rarity cards at this moment in time will only cost you 432 blue crystals. Can you see why now having these might be useful for a new season? But forging also requires super coins. Don't worry though, because if you completed most of campaign and join a team of players like-minded who've also completed most of campaign, you'll get team rewards offering, you guessed it, super coins. Between a staggering 60,000 and 79,800 super coins. This is of course dependent on your progress and your team's progress, and not all the goals will be available for you if you haven't got all the maps done. But if you're at the right rarities and joining the right teams, you could gain enough super coins to get a PLE card for free. Those are the cards that show up after every PLE in the superstore that cost 20,000 super coins. That's one pro at least for free. So if the message hasn't sunk in yet, play campaign and don't lose those freebies. Briefly going to mention the web store, as there may be free gifts. I know it probably sounds silly and you probably checked already, but every now and then it's worth checking the web store for free gifts. Some of them come with backstage tokens, which will be very useful for the new season. And daily streak, it goes without saying, do your daily streak. You'd be surprised what you can save over draft picks, rarity picks, and even super coins that if you don't want to cash in right now, yep, you can hold them over. And finally, codes. Yes, I know a lot of people were waiting for this, but I wanted to make sure you got the most out of the video, because there's a lot of things in here you might not have known. But here are all of the current codes that still work as of the 21st of October, 2025, and these may not be available in season 12, so make sure to double check you've used all of them before it's too late. First up is a QR code released by the channel Arif, who is an amazing influencer who went to WrestleMania 41, did a little integration with the guys at SuperCard, and posted a very rare and unique code with some super coins and credits. I'll make sure Paddy puts it on the screen for you because he's a good lad. I think it's like 2,000 super coins and 200 credits, I think. Anyway, moving on to redeem codes, locker codes, whatever you want to call them. There are 5 that still work as of this moment. Well, that are useful anyway. I actually missed 2 in my last video, which I covered these off, and they are, first of all, Happy New Year 2025. That was one of the ones I missed, and this includes super coins and credits, and I think some people were saying that might have actually refreshed or reset some point during the year, so go ahead and grab them. It's freeze free at the end of the day. Next up, Daddy Dom for those pieces of equipment, the ones for Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. You've got Grass Touch Maintenance for a charisma based card, which will be very useful now and for a little bit in the new season. Fate and Fortune for the Beat the Oracle set, and Black Widow for the AJ Lee and other bonuses. Now, there are other codes, but they are really not that beneficial before season 12 comes out, and I'll link a video up here where you can find those. They're not particularly worth it unless you're looking for legacy cards. So that's the entire guide to everything you should be doing to catch up on season 11 before we reach November 12th, which at the moment is the release date for season 12. I wish you all the best of luck, and hopefully this video's helped you, and if it has, maybe hit a thumbs up on the video and save some people from our Zombo, and make sure you're in the best place for season 12 by subscribing to the channel. It's a big bread. Sometimes it's black or white, it doesn't matter, whatever color it is. just make sure you're subscribed and turn your notifications on whilst you're there. That makes sure you know whenever a video comes out. And comment down below of how many packs you've got saved up at the moment. It could be 50 or 1 or 20. You might have just started today. But if you're still struggling with Halloween Havoc, you might want to go check out this video just up here, or check out the most recent video just down there, or gently poke my nose if you want to subscribe to the channel. I said gently, that was a little bit too hard. My name's JB, you've been awesome. Catch you later. Bye.